So now let's go to the Ohio Valley Conference, where there are some important games in terms of conference tournament seedings. You have two teams vying for a bottom tier 8th place spot. Two games, two with 3 and 15 teams, and there's two with 4 and 14 teams. The 4 and 14 teams, one will be 5 and 14, and one will be 4 and 15. And one of this is 3 and 16, one is 4 and 15. So one will be tied, one game back. Two teams will be a game back for the 8th spot with a game to go. And one will be 2 back with a game to go. And out of the loser of this between Southeast Missouri State, SEMO, Redhawks, and SIU, the Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville Cougars, the loser of this will be eliminated from the Ohio Valley Conference tournament contention. The loser will, so that's going to be a big game. This is a big game. Typically, I might not show games like this. I might show focus teams or better conference or top teams in conference. But this is a top tier game in the conference play. Yeah, this is. This really is. And then we have Little Rock at Eastern Illinois. And this team, the loser of this game is going to be 4 and 15, a game back, and the winner is going to be the 8th and final spot. So you really want that to win this game, so you can be in the 8th and final spot. And you, with your 3 and 15, you really want to win it. Obviously, so you're not eliminated from conference tournament contention. But you still have a chance, depending on what happens on Saturday's games, with the winner of this, or the loser of this game. If both these teams are ahead of you, or if one team is ahead of you, you can at least have, try to do as much as you can, at least do your part to try to get in to as the 8th seed. And then if you're Little Rock, Eastern Illinois, they'll lose one of these two teams. Since there's 4 teams, there are 6 teams top heavy in the league. You got Tennessee Tech, Lindenwood. You have Little Rock. You have Eastern Illinois. You have Southern Indiana. You have a bunch of teams ahead of you. The top of the conference is pretty stacked. So the loser of this game could end up falling to the 5th spot. And you don't want that. You don't want that to be out of the. Obviously you're not going to buy the first round, but if you lose this game, you could potentially have to play in the first round. Granted, you get like a 3 and 4 and 15. You get either a 5 and 15, 6 and 14 team. But still, you don't want to have to play in that first round, though. You want to be at least a little bit fresher and having to play and getting a bye to the Friday's games, Thursday's games, my bad. The first round 5 through 8 to play on Wednesday. And the quarterfinals are on Thursday. The semi is on Friday. So you want to buy to the quarter soon to play 3 games in 3 days instead of play 4 in 4 days. That's what you want. So let's go to Eastern Illinois University, where the Panthers are up 29-25 This, I mean, it's not a super high scoring game, but it's a good defensive battle from these two OVC foes, the Little Rock Trojans and the Eastern Line Panthers. Two teams that had tough non-conference seasons, but have played well in Ohio Valley Conference games.
Now here's Rouse. Rouse is going to get called for an offensive foul, and Marcus McLaughlin is not happy.
I'm not sure if he's not happy with the call or his player. I'm not quite sure, but he's not happy one way or the other.
Third on Rouse. That's going to lead us to immediate timeout. 4:11 left to go here in the third. Eastern Illinois leads Little Rock 29-25. Back after this is the OVC on ESPN and the Panthers Sports Network.
Well, we engineered a fast, reliable Xfinity internet.
Isn't that the best part about working here?
No, it's the uniform.
Fast break speeds and low lag.
Cougars were late getting back on defense. SEMO had numbers there, 3-on-2. Second team foul called on SIUE. That was Macy Sylvie's second. McCulley with the runner high off the glass. She has 21.
And still showing emotion. She's been doing that throughout the entire game, trying to lift her team via the energy and offensive abilities.
She into Rodriguez. Now Sheehan left side, drives baseline underneath the basket, weaving around, got it to Stoller. Stoller had it batted away by Best. Back to Zoe Best, driving down the lane. Rodriguez will be called for the foul. She had the ball, and then because her arm was in there so long, she gets called for the foul.
Yeah. Just got wrapped up in there. Obviously wasn't intentional.
So to the free throw line, it'll be Zoe Best. As we said, she's a great free throw shooter, 83%, and she's 2 for 2 today. First free throw good. Knocks them both down. McCulley's season high is 30. She has 21 today. She scored that at Southern Indiana. Rodriguez to Cobb. Cobb crosses over, drives in, poked away. Anaya Williams falling for it. Hallie Smith comes up with it, jump ball, and it's SEMO basketball.
It's the help defense of Zoe Best, able to sneak in and hit the ball without fouling for the reach-in.
Riley Palmer is Southeast Missouri's head coach. There she is, wearing the basketball shirt here today. Williams underneath for 2, and it's now an 11-point lead for the Redhawks. Coach Palmer came from Mineral Area Community College. And a foul underneath. They're going to get Anaya Williams. That'll be her third. So the Cougars are down 11. Biggest lead of the day for SEMO. And since that first quarter, SIUE just has not had an answer for the Redhawks.
Yeah, the Cougars haven't been able to score in the last 2.5 minutes. Redhawks doing it on both ends, offensively and defensively.
Down low, Wooldridge. Wooldridge kicks it out. George, Stoller. Stoller back to George. Catch and shoot 3. Good. Kendall George with a big 3. That's her first bucket of the day.
Much needed basket for the Cougars. George left wide open and knocking it down.
Williamson to McCulley. Cougars need stops. This is Williamson handing it off to McCulley, guarded by Rodriguez. Now works off the screen. The switch to Stoller. She throws it up. Count it.
And one, okay?
Continued support of the Dolphins. Lemoyne.
So we'll go here. Oh, no. Okay. So we'll bring in here. We'll show you the last 37.5 seconds here. This OVC contest. Right now we're 7 Ohio Valley Conference contests for our seeding purposes in the Ohio Valley. There's a lot of big games that actually impact seeding both sides. And usually I only focus maybe a game a conference, but today I want to focus on the seeding in the Ohio Valley. Then we'll go to the NEC game, which with Stonehill's loss, Central Connecticut State, if they will beat Limon, if they come back and beat Limon, they'll be able to, might be able to take away second in a semifinal. Stonehill's pretty locked in pretty much to a quarterfinal, not necessarily, but a semifinal hosting spot. They want to get a semifinal host. They want to at least host the semis. In quarters, finals, and semifinals, if they make it to the tournament. Yeah. And you want to get the guaranteed WNIT spot. Stonehill, what? I mean, Stonehill's not eligible for the NCAA's yet, I don't believe. They're still in the transition period. But they're eligible for at least, not the WBIT or the WNIT they're at least eligible for. And, you want, and so Stonehill wants to be eligible for at least the WNIT. Maybe the WNIT host anyway, or qualifier anyways. But yeah, when their conference tournament.
27 by seeding. And she knocked down the second. (56-46) Redhawks. At the buzzer, off the glass.
So let's go to the Central Connecticut State at Limon. Limon lean 64-53. With about 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
55, 5:15 and ticking in the fourth.
And Central Connecticut State now only down 9. So fighting tough is Central Connecticut State. At Limon here.
Out in a timeout called.
And there's a Limon Dolphin time.
In favor of Amaya Williams here. The Syracuse native has a large contingent right behind us. Nick DePillo calls a timeout, and we'll take one as well. 5:02 remaining in the fourth. Dolphin.
No, we haven't shown any of Tennessee State yet. So let's see. Morehead State at Tennessee State. As Kansas Dupree leads Tennessee State in women's basketball. Kansas Dupree was a head coach, or assistant coach, my bad. She was a player in the WNBA for the Indiana Fever, and she was also on San Antonio, I believe, early in her career. And then she was, or no, she was a maybe I'm thinking of the wrong. I know she was played for Indiana Fever. And I know she was an assistant for Greg Popovich and for the San Antonio Spurs NBA team. I know she was one there. And I know she's now an assistant or head coach there at Tennessee State. Not for sure. I thought she was an assistant. I thought she was played for San Antonio in the WNBA, but I could be wrong there. But,
Against Lee, as Lee saw an opening and shuffled those feet before she got the ball down.
Yeah, you like the
one of these games are done mainly at Central Connecticut. We'll show you another game. We'll bring you in another game here. And that is the end of 3 quarters. Eastern Night 34-31 over Little Rock. A pivotal battle for seeding.
They still have a chance to get into the OVC tournament. The Cougars were 4 for 16 in the third quarter.
Floorville monitored by Lanford on the give and go to Williams. That shot rejected out of bounds by Kennefic. Kennefic tied for 6th in the NEC in blocks, actually with Hayden Roberts. Gets another there. 13 to launch. Bouncing this time on the left side, B-Will. 9 to shoot, Bodzioni. 4:30 to go. Taking it against Slomack to B-Will. Great time to take the 3 there. Instead, Roberts right arc 3. That's no good. Basket regurgitated that one. CCSU the other way. Noyne full of fire and fury on the layup, but couldn't get the finish. And B-Will calmly pulls in the rebound. Harder to put the pressure on a miss like that, and Dolphins easily get it across the timeline as we approach 4 minutes to play in the fourth. Lemoyne 64, CCSU 55. Lennon just dribbles it around the perimeter. Floorville snakes it through the baseline into a triple team, leaves Roberts bench side 3 for the dagger. You bet! Hayden Roberts hits the triple. She's got 16. Timeout, Central Connecticut. Dolphins 67, CCSU 55, with 3:40 emblazoned in gold on the fourth quarter clock. Let's take a look at the Finns hospitality upcoming schedule at this minute. The Dolphins men's basketball team, they're in action at Central Connecticut State as well. Same teams, different locations. With 7:18 remaining in the first half, it's Lemoyne 25, Central Connecticut State 21. That's over on Fox Sports Radio. Here, Lemoyne 67, CCSU 55. Hayden Roberts needs 16 points a game to get to 1,000 on her career. She scored 16 in the first meeting between these two teams. She has 16 right now. The 5 for Nick DiPillo. Lennon, Roberts, Lombardi, Bodzioni, and Brianna Williams. Central Connecticut State with the basketball in the front court, trailing by 12. They need points, and they need them quickly. Lanford can score points in a hurry. Williams takes the 3 off the brick and in. Off the brick, and it rattled home. How about that 3? In the corner, Lombardi. Dolphins have 6 to get it across. And how about Brianna Williams takes it across the timeline? Are you kidding me? Here's when you thought you saw everything. Well, there's a B-Will, there's a point guard. And Emily Floorville running off the bench. Hopefully she was told to come in, but we know she was by Nick DiPillo. 10 seconds to launch. And that should have been a jump ball, and it is. Kennefic had all basketball, and it'll turn over to Central Connecticut. You can't walk when a jump ball is occurring, and Kennefic caused the walk. Therefore, by rule, it is a jump ball. Good call by Ryan Nunez, despite the disagreement from the Central Connecticut bench. Dolphins lead 67-58, under 3 minutes to go. Long from over. We've seen a lot of wild and wacky results in the NEC this season. Williams for another 3. That's a little too strong. And Emily with the rebound. Met by Kennefic. And Lanford in the double team, and she skirts by that quickly and then throws it off to Stanchion. That's Emily Floorville in a nutshell. She'll try to make something happen in a phone booth. And in that situation, just discretion a little bit more the better part of valor. 67-58, 2:30 to go. That energy of Emily Flourville, it doesn't turn off. It's constant. Good or bad, it's always fantastic energy from start to finish for Emily Flourville. Runner on the baseline for Lanford doesn't go, and she is fouled. It'll be 2 free throws for Central Connecticut. Flourville was trying to get a fast break bucket. Sponsored by the Holiday Inn Express. Just a quick dash from the Lemoyne campus. Dolphins being outscored in that department 6-0 today. Belle Lanford, the free throw shooter for Central Connecticut, and she's relatively automatic on the season.